Here we go. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Alice Madness Returns. Last time is that we successfully completed the Land of Hearts, so like we defeated the Queen of Hearts, we dealt with her, we finished her area. And then we woke up in reality. Alice ends up being in a asylum. Her worlds are colliding, her fake world and her reality are colliding, and after like stumbling through the asylum and possibly getting out, it's not really clear because again her worlds are colliding. She wakes up in this world called the dollhouse, and that is where we are currently, the dollhouse. We have another puzzle thing we gotta do. So let's see, we can find how fun to start the day off with a nice fight. I haven't played in so long. Wait, I had to remember how to do this. There it is. Okay. Oh crap! I'm rusty. I wish these things would start coming up. Come on. I'm rusty. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game in about a week. Alright, I remember how to do all this now. That's the one. So it looks like this piece is a part of the side of his face. So if that's true. But no, an eye's supposed to go there. There's no place where you have as a part of his face. Hold on, let me restart again. That makes sense. Huh, alright. A what? Oh, you guys really are jerks. Do I have a pig? I'm not calling him that. Did you smack call it a what now? Yeah, no, I ain't saying that. That's kind of funny though. Just like baby. How am I to get over there fast enough? Okay, so I need to like leave immediately. There you go. Okay, so now all this is now open. Still have not been able to find out how to get to this, but hopefully we find that out soon. There we go. But how does this help me with finding out how to get the heck out of here? Like, I'm fine, Danny, this is open now, but like, guess what? We're still in the exact same place as last time. So we went this way, we got that stuff. I'm not seeing a reason to come back that way. Okay, here we go. Everything looks the same, so it's hard to tell what's a place I haven't been to yet. Gosh, I hate those things. What is that doing for me? I don't have an idea. Okay, I guess it was that. Like I was listening to a case, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I can talk about it. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be playing though. So my sister introduced me to a YouTube channel called Dreading. They do true crime videos and stuff like that. And I hate these things so much. And the one I was listening to recently was about Ezra McCandless. She's a woman who went through a bit of an identity crisis, decided to identify as a male for a little while, and then she reverted back to identify as a female. I think she says she's gender fluid now. Not really important. Well, it's kind of important. Because she starts dating this man, Jason, who's like 13 years her senior. And you know, they're living together and all this stuff, and you know, other people seem to not really like her. Like she's basically, I guess you could say, kicked out of her parents' or her mother's house. And she goes to live with her boyfriend Jason and his roommate, and she doesn't really add much to the housing costs, like rent, bills, and things like that. What the? In this small confine? Oh, I can't even hit her. Fine. Little demon baby. Show me your heart. Do it. You're so useless. Why are you just sitting there doing that? Do something else. Finally, goodness gracious. So I guess you can kind of say she's kind of a freeloader. Like, even when she goes into a, she frequents this coffee shop called Racy's. And, people made the comment that she never pays for her stuff. She always manages to, like, befriend, like, the workers there, or a person who's a patron there.
People feed on the emotions of others, their strengths and weaknesses,
and they will pay for her stuff. She, like, never pays for herself. So, like, she's kind of a freeloader and manipulative. So while she's dating and living with Jason, she gets pregnant, has an abortion, and they end up separate. They kind of grow a little bit distant.
Promises and good intentions don't amount to action.
They're growing distant, but they're still together. But she claims that Jason's being abusive. He doesn't even want to touch her anymore, yada yada, which, you know, is untrue. They're still sleeping together, but whatever. And so she, while Jason is away, because he is Coast Guard, he's in the military. While he's away, Jason asks a friend of his, John, to, you know, check up on Ezra every now and then because she like has a couple mental health issues, all that stuff. And so John, you know, says, yeah, I can do that. And one day, I think, I forgot where it was, whether it was Jason and Ezra's, or more at Jason's place or John's place, but either way.
The undiscovered guilty and the wronged innocent share similar fates. Prisons and chains have many forms.
Ezra and John, again, who is a friend of Jason's, her boyfriend, are alone. And they sleep together. And I think they consistently do it. But I might be confusing because she does this more than once. But did that open? We went down here, right? And we didn't find anything. Let me figure out where we're supposed to go first before we continue with the story. This is called 1. Okay, so if that's 1, let's go through 2. And so, yeah, here we go. Jason finds out that she has been sleeping with John. And she states, oh, it's not what it looks like, Jason. I can't explain, blah, blah, blah. She goes on to claim that Jason manipulated her into sleeping with him, and basically sexually assaulted him / raped her. That's what she's trying to claim. So Jason gets really upset because, again, this is a friend of his. So just like, okay, we need to go to the police. You need to tell the police. And mind you, this is a lie that John coerced Ezra to sleep with him. So Ezra really shouldn't have gone to police, but she didn't want to admit to Jason and destroy her relationship with Jason. So she decided to go to the police and lied to them that John had sexually assaulted her. And so she goes to the police. The interviews on the video I watched, absolute nonsense. Like, you can tell that she's lying and she's crying, all that stuff. Like, on one hand, you could tell her story doesn't make much sense. But on the other hand, she's acting all traumatized. She's crying. She's like in these really big baggy clothes, closing in on herself, acting like she truly is a victim. And so after the interview, the police investigate her claims, and they find no evidence of this not having been consensual. They find no evidence that John coerced her to sleep with him. And so they close the case because of lack of evidence. So now, cut to God knows how much longer later, probably not that long though. We are introduced to this person, and Ezra meets this person named Alex. Alex works at the coffee shop she likes to go to, Racy's. She decides to talk to him one day. because apparently she was intrigued by him fervently writing in his journal. And they start talking, and then eventually it leads to them just straight up sleeping together. Yet again, Jason finds out she's cheating, because eventually Jason and Alex become friends. And it was like one day when they were like, oh, middle school? No. One day when they were like in a hotel room, Jason and Ezra. And yeah, he finds out she's cheating again. And so he tells her, I want some space, but she just completely ignores his wishes and writes a bunch of journals, and she writes them and tries to give them to Jason, but he keeps telling her, please do not do that. I don't want to be around you right now. But she does what she wants because she's a selfish bastard. So what happens is, in a effort to win back Jason, because her journals to him aren't working, begging him and going to places where he usually would be isn't working. Like he doesn't seem to really want to be around her. Okay, are you kidding me? How the freak am I supposed to make that jump, huh? So what prosecution claims in the case that she does is that one day, in an effort to try and win back Jason, instead of being a normal person and just being like, I don't want to be with you anymore, to Alex, she lured him out into the middle of nowhere and stabs him 16 times. At least this is what the crime scene seems to show. Instead of owning up to her mistake, instead of just, because she attempted to break up with Alex saying, I don't want to be with you anymore, but I guess that wasn't good enough for her. What have you. Instead of doing literally anything else, she decides to kill him and then lie. She goes to the police. Well, actually, no. She acts all disheveled and terrified and traumatized and walks up on a dirt road right after killing Alex and goes to this old man's house on his farm and asks him to call the police. She's been attacked because she's like covered in mud and blood and all that stuff. And so the police come and they question her, just like, hey, what's going on? What happened? And she does it again. She claims Alex attacked her, tried to rape her, and therefore she had to kill him. But she never mentions that she stabbed him so many times. The first and second time she's interviewed. Well, no, the first time she's interviewed. Second time she finally mentions it. I need to go. First time she's interviewed, she doesn't even mention Alex. She pretends as if she doesn't remember what happened because of how traumatizing it was. Saying how she blacked out a bunch of times and that's why she can't remember what happened. She just remembers being attacked, waking up, and just being scared, like feeling things. And this is what she says in her first interview. Like, she doesn't remember exactly what happened. She just remembers the feelings. Because, that makes sense. crap, I'm too... So that's the first interview. The second interview, and oh, mind you, the person who investigated her claims that John, Jason's friend, had assaulted her, it's the same person questioning her now for this part where she had murdered Alex. So it's the same guy. So he's probably used to her BS. So second interview comes. They found Alex. They have found her car because she says she doesn't know where Alex is. She doesn't know where her car is. She doesn't know what happened, blah, blah, blah. Again, all a lie. She knows exactly what happened. Where am I to go now? Wait a second. Let me figure out where I'm supposed to be going next. I think I need to do a Bobby. Okay, I think I have an idea. Okay, I think this is it. Second interview, they have found Alex and her car. And they found a lot of blood. He's dead. He's lying out of like the car window or something. Like he's hanging outside of the car. And so they talked to Ezra, who's still in the hospital, still acting like she doesn't remember everything. And slowly but surely they revealed to her, well, we found the car. We also found Alex. He's dead. I hear a pig. Where are you, pig? Oh, wait, no! Oh, crap. And it is at this point, she's like, oh yeah, I remember now. He tried to assault me. And the police question her on this claim, and again, she's changing her story again, and everything she says does not match up with what they're seeing at the crime scene. For example, she claims that after he had climbed on top of her, tried to assault her, she stabbed her and like stabbed him and sliced his throat a couple of times. And eventually they ended up outside the car. And she states, again, after stabbing him a couple of times in the head and everything, she claims he staggered to like, oh gosh, it's so stupid, to a clearing, or staggered a little bit away from the car, took off his coat, again, having been stabbed in the head and God knows where else, took off his coat and then laid down on it. And then she remembers that's how he was when she left him. Because after that, she claimed that she just took off running, trying to find help. Acting like, oh, I was like a scared animal. Just running, just scared, trying to find help, blah, blah, blah. Strange thing is, though, they find out she took Alex's phone. They found his phone. It was like in a ditch with the knife she stabbed him with. And it was cracked. And she admits, yes, I took the phone, because she claims that she wanted to find help. She wanted to call someone to help Alex or herself. Okay, I think I see what I gotta do. Okay, how the freak? Whoops. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, wait, no, I can't remember what I was gonna say about that. What? I can't remember what point I was going to make with that statement. With her acting like she was going to use the phone to find help. Well, she took the phone and she crushed it, and she tried to claim that she took it so that she can find help, but they found no evidence of her trying to do that. It seemed more like she was just trying to conceal evidence. Oh crap. This is dumb. Ooh! Oh god, that was scary. Okay, we did it. Yeah, if you remember right, she claimed that the last time she saw him, he was, on his coat lying down. As if that makes any sense. Like, if you're stabbed in the head, why is the first thing you do is take off your coat to take a nap? Like, what? But, whatever. But again, if you remember correctly, he was found like inside the car, not outside. He was inside the car. He wasn't lying on a coat. He was laying in the car and like hanging outside of it. And so they asked her, Ezra, how the heck did he get up like that? And she's like, I don't know. The last thing I saw him, he was on the coat. And again, completely different story from what she claimed last time. She just claimed that she was really scared, that she wasn't sure what happened. She was scared that Alex had she was scared of Alex specifically. Couldn't explain why. But then in the second interview, when they ask her, hey, what happened? She basically admits she lied last time, that she did remember what happened. And then she comes up with this nonsense.
Saving Wonderland means saving yourself.
I agree. And then we get to the trial, and she has another story. I'm trying to remember the details of the second story, or of this third story that she claimed during the trial. Right, okay. So it's similar to the crap, I gotta do this all over again. It's similar, but far enough away for it to be obvious she's lying. She still claimed that he had attacked her, tried to assault her, and claiming like, because before in her second iteration she claimed that he didn't say anything, he just attacked her. But instead in this one she claimed that he had blindfolded her, climbed on top of her, and said, I deserve this. And attempted to assault her, like started cutting off her clothes, again things she never mentioned in the second time when she was in the hospital talking to the police. And that he had a knife. With that knife that he was cutting her clothes with and everything, she claims to have kneed him in the groin, making him drop the knife. She grabbed the knife and started stabbing him. Last time, in the second interview that she had or yeah, for the second interview she had with the police, where she actually admitted it. Kind of, not really. She claimed to have grabbed the blade of the knife, explaining a very minor injury on her hand. She tried to claim that she had grabbed the blade of the knife, but in this one, she's claiming that she kneed him in the groin and grabbed it. Very different events. Very different story. I feel like you would remember, because in her second interview where she claimed that she grabbed the blade of the knife, she's like, it hurt so much. It was so painful. Yeah, it would be. Any actual survivors would claim, yes, it does hurt. And then that's when she started stabbing him. After stabbing him and slicing like his throat and everything a couple of times. Okay. Oh, hello. Dang, baby. I need to get this rune out of here. What happened? What? Oh, it was you. Oh, she's stomping. We survived. Oh shoot, we've been playing for an hour already? Sheesh. What was I talking about? I was talking about the case, I forgot what part. Let me see. Alex and I was talking about what she was trying to claim during the trial. Oh yeah, after stabbing him, he staggers away from the car a little bit. And he asks her to help him go to the restroom. This is what she claims. And she didn't want to go near him. He then takes off his coat and lies down on it. And then she claims that she ran off. In this story, there's no mention of blackouts, anything like that. So she has now added a bunch of extra stuff.
Annihilate what threatens to destroy you.
And has claimed that he has now said a bunch of stuff now. Just a lot more. And that, again, she hasn't had any blackouts because she claimed to have forgotten stuff because she blacked out. So now she's admitting, no, I knew what happened all along. And defense actually asked her, why didn't you say anything? And she says, like, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't think he'd believe him. He would believe me, meaning she didn't think the police would believe her, which that still doesn't make any sense to lie to them. Another crazy thing is, like, she claimed that he carved the word boy into her arm, which, because again, she identified as a male for a little while.
There's no time to waste. There's no
And she claimed that he did that in a derogatory manner, that Alec carved that into her arm to insult her even further. But police look at the wound, just like, you realize in order for him to have done that, he would have been in a very awkward position to write that in your arm the way it is written. And so eventually she admits, okay, no, I did it to myself because I didn't want to forget what had happened. Which, that makes sense. Just because you didn't want to admit to your boyfriend you were wrong and you should probably leave him, meaning Jason. I do not like these dolls. I do not like the idea of walking into a child's nether regions. Like, why? I know it's a horror game, but that's a bit much. That's just, no. But yeah, she got life imprisonment. I haven't finished the actual story, but she tries to appeal the case, if you can believe it. I'm not sure if it works or not, but I have a feeling it doesn't, because it is just disgustingly obvious that she did this on purpose. It was not an accident. She was not defending herself at all. She just killed this man in cold blood because she is an irresponsible, again, slut. You might say that's rude, but that's literally what she is. She cheated on her boyfriend twice in an effort to try and cover that up, lies, and claims this person coerced her, abused her. Like, no. You cannot cheat on someone and then claim, they made me do it. No, they didn't. Shut up. So yeah, that's that story. Made me mad. I'd be sitting there at work just like, what do you mean? That makes no sense. Your story makes no sense. Remind me of Amber Heard's claim, which I will talk about next time because we will probably stop as soon as we get through this place. Oh, and that's a face, save point. The next time I talk about, I'll probably end up talking about the Johnny Depp story and that trial, because I watched the entire U.S. trial, and I've been reminded of it recently because there was someone on Instagram saying how, no, he did it because X, Y, and Z. And, I have my reasons for believing that not to be the case. But that's for another day. That's probably my God of War playthrough. Part 16 or something like that. Alright, so we're still in chapter 5. It says, mad enough, do you see yourself? The seeds of your destruction were sown long ago, and now he will reap the harvest. He owns your mind. You've just been renting. You owe a debt, and he will collect. Doll girl. Alright, that's not foreboding in the slightest. Alright, so yeah, we'll be continuing with this next time. Again, we're still in chapter 5. Might be getting near the end of chapter 5. I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.